boom, tapping into your inner child. This is not like be an absolute kid, be a child. It's not in that sort of lens. It's more so in a lens of like tap into the innocent nature of a child, you know, tap into the part of yourself, the psychological part of yourself that allows you and your identity to have fun, to giggle, to laugh, to play, and just try not to take things so seriously in life. Like, I think that's one thing that, you know, my work experience has taught me. Like, working with teenagers, working with kids, just being around them, like, that has taught me so much about just the playful nature of being. And I feel like I'm actually quite a relaxed person as well, so I'm naturally quite playful. I think I've been able to hold on to my kind of my playful nature, and I think that being able to like experience life through that lens is something that everybody should experience quite consistently. And I think there is like there's a time and a place to tap into that sort of frequency. Like, it's just like you're not always going to be there, you know. We are responsible adults, but it doesn't take away from the fact that we can actually tap into our playful nature as well. So when people say tap into your childlike nature, when I'm saying tap into your childlike nature, that is just like an easy description of the vibe. That's like a really easy pointer to say, like, oh, go this way, because it's easy to think about how a kid is. Well, it depends. If you've never spent time with them, then it's quite hard to think about it in that way. It's like 30 degrees right now in London, and I'm literally sweating buckets, and like, it's okay for places to be 30 degrees just because this heat wave has just slapped us all in the face, just out of the blue, very randomly. So I apologise if I'm skipping words or it's taking longer for me to think of certain sentences and whatnot and ways of saying things, because my brain is working on fumes. But yeah, how to tap into your childlike nature, how to just relax a little bit. I think if you start seeing life as innocent, if you start seeing just life as a kid would see it, like, put yourself in the shoes of your 6-year-old self, you probably wouldn't take things so seriously. You probably would be able to joke about certain things that you're not able to joke about now. Probably able to just like to be with ideas that you wouldn't usually entertain. And it basically develops this perspective, this point of view that you won't be able to develop unless you relax your perspective and start seeing things a bit lighter. Not literally, but in terms of like the weight of light. Yeah. I just genuinely think that having a balance of all the different archetypes, for that matter, is so valuable in life. Like, if you can tap in and out to the different archetypes, you really be able to be very fluid and adaptable in social situations, and thus this will impact your financial lifestyle as well, if you have the ability to be able to position yourself in the correct rooms and exude the correct vibration. But I don't want it to be like this formulaic thing where you're just like acting a certain way and it's completely formulaic, like, oh, this person requires that archetype and this situation requires that archetype. Like, there's a flow state where you can just dip in and out of archetypes, and the childlike archetype, I think, is a very great consistent vibe to be on, essentially, because it is the one that allows you to think with a lot less like worry and burden. Like, I think a lot of people right now in this day and age just are so stressed and allow themselves to be just over encumbered with burden and societal pressure and everything that's bad about the world. But 6-7-year-olds, they don't care about that. 8-year-olds don't care about that. Like, they might know that there's children starving and that there's genocide going on, but they don't have the capability to even care that much, about that sort of thing. They're still learning how to be a human being. They're literally still physically growing. Like, their brain is still growing. I'm not saying that ours is not, but we've learned enough about the world now, and we've kind of taken it in the wrong direction. I think we've taken our experience and allowed it to make us just so serious. The standard Joker reference, like, why so serious? Why so serious? And sometimes I want to say that so often in life, like, people want to shut you down by being too serious if you're trying to be playful. And honestly, for people like that, I just move away, or it just becomes funny. Like, genuinely, if you can tap into comedy when someone's just trying to be full-blown serious, it makes it even funnier, because but there is a time and a place. Obviously there is a time and a place, and that's why I'm saying, like, understanding the archetypes is so important. Like, understanding the inner child archetype, the child archetype, the innocent, the playful, that really will prepare you for a lot of life, because things can happen and you can just take it on the chin. And I do think that there's, like, the most beautiful thing about our life is the fact that there's, like, a balance between the archetypes. Like, the child cannot regulate their emotions as well as the adult can. Well, there's actually some children who can do that better, but generally they've not learnt the ability to regulate their emotional spectrum. They're just their emotions. So then, like, blending the child archetype with the archetype of the healed, of the regulated, allows you to tap into a new frequency, which is just straight fun, bro. It's just straight fun. Like, it's just vibes. It's comedy, it's regulation, it's self-reflection, awareness, and vibes, just straight vibes. And that's what the mix of archetypes allows you to do, because you can see life and be able to understand why people are being certain ways and why certain things are happening in the way that they are. But that's me. I'm gonna go. Have a lovely day. It's so hot over here. I hope that you thrive. Goodbye.